Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to ETS2. We are checking out a new truck today from Gloover, the MAN TGX E6 2015 edition. Now, I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I didn't notice any difference with the default SCS MAN just from the screenshots, but once you get into configuring it, then it will manifest itself easily enough, show how much better it is and how much more you can do with it. So what we'll do in this video, we'll go into the truck config, we'll check out the options, and then we'll go for a little bit of test drive. Okay, let's get to it. So interestingly enough, I don't see it in the vehicle browser in here. There must be a different option for that, because this MAN TGX E6 is the default one. And if we ignore all those red items, if you look at the triangle count of the default MAN, it's around 1 million in the exterior and around 2.5 million in the interior. Yeah, look very closely in there. Okay, so 1 and 2.5. Now I can't find that here, but what we can do is go into the truck dealer, access mod dealer, and this is the guy, TGX E6 2015. And here we have 2.8. So it was 1 million before, it was 2.8 here, 2.8. So it's like 3 times more triangles. But that shouldn't impact performance much unless you have a very old PC. So it shouldn't be that harmful. You probably wouldn't even notice it. So I don't see that as a big factor. In the interior, it becomes 5 million. Originally, it was 2.5, right? So it's like double the performance, double the triangle count. But what I really was amazed, even from the screenshots in the forums, was, let's walk here a bit. Actually, when you look here, you can even read through the labels of the fuel tank. So the details are immense here. And all those markings, yeah, important. Do not open main switch. Yeah, you can actually literally read it. And that's why the triangle count is more intense, because my goodness, the details are intense, so it makes sense. All right, let's get back to orbit camera here. And let me show you what the config options are available. Let's hide that guy. There's only one cabin option, XXL. Only one chassis option, 4x2, just the way I like it, simple. Lots of Euro 6 engines though, and the good thing here is it uses the default sound files from the MAN TGX Euro 6 from SCS. So if you have a mod that alters those sounds, then it automatically changes as well. And in particular, the sounds from Kriechbaum, as always, mods is linked in the video description. The MAN TGX sounds from Kriechbaum, they modify this without needing other compatibility patches. Yeah, so these sounds will all use Kriechbaums if you have that enabled and placed on top. Okay, so transmissions, nothing fancy. Allison, 12 speeds, the versions with retarders and overdrive. In here, standard and beige. You guys let me know. I think even the interiors are improved. That one in particular, the bed looks more high quality, but I'm not so sure, because as I look at the default MAN truck, it's not bad looking either. But yeah, I think this is also improved and customized, because once we get into the nitty-gritty details, well, before that, paint job first. And let's hide that thing. The Minicon isn't very nice to look at. The paint jobs are quite basic. So no compatibility with DLC options. It has its own template because it's a different model. Although I think it was based on the SCS as a starting point. Also, one thing I wanted to highlight, the badge also differs here. When you pick a larger engine, I think this D2676, yeah, you see the D38 badge in there automatically changing. Just nice attention to detail. Cool. So in terms of paint job, not a lot of options yet, but he did provide a template, so it's only a matter of time until our paint jobbers give that nice touch. So this is the one I'm using. This is the only fancy paint job right now. Can't really change the color of anything in there, but looks nice. And from there you can actually change almost everything, and this is what's great. Almost everything has a painted option, so if you really like to have those very fancy looking trucks with full painted kits and everything, you have that option. See all the changes I'm doing here. Paint, that one has a paint version. Even the front mask here has a paint version, even with that commander badge, and then you can put in some lights in here, right? Why not? Let's make it full. This one is plastic and paint. Yeah, everything has a plastic and paint version. Even the bumper lights here, and even the grill guards. Yeah, so you have an option for chrome and paint, and I'm a real fan of those painted chrome or painted bars. They just add so much to the overall look of the truck. So when you're in the mood for painted variants, you can go all out on this one. For side mirrors have paint, this one you can leave the glass there or paint it fully. Very nice. Even this one. Oh, I think I forgot to paint that side of mine. I think I missed this dot. Yeah, even that one, even this one. Commander decal or make it painted. Even the horn, the air horn itself can be painted. And of course the roof bar has its own painted variant too. Yeah, so very different, very customizable. With these options, it makes it very obvious how much more customizable it can be. Here you can have the different fog lamps and whatnot, and you can see it's white using full paint. This is from a different mod, by the way. How do you read it? Rally 3000. As always, mods list link in the video description. So the paint you choose here, even though you can't change the paint job of the truck itself, the color you choose here would depend on which paint that will take. So you can do something like that, right? So that it's matching. And you can go and do the same thing here. Just nice full attention to detail, as painted as possible. You can even put in some markers in there. I won't go through everything anymore. But yeah, quite nice, quite nice. Cool slim fit. It's air conditioning system, I imagine. You can raise the spoiler or even remove it at top, depending on what you are carrying. Quite nice. There's even a stone guard here that doesn't look intrusive at all. I'm not a big fan of stone guards because they are like floating and not very. They don't merge very well with the truck. But this one, in this case, it actually looks sleek. It doesn't. It's not too over the top. You know, it blends very well. What is that? A painted version of the mirrors are also available. So yes, very nice. On here, on this side, of course, you also have more things, but it's better to look at it from this side. You have one with lights there at the back, a painted version, a full plastic side skirt, one with light, or make it painted, or make even that part painted if you like. Yeah, it's just very sleek looking, isn't it? And of course, here on the side, you also have those painted sidebars. Very sleek looking. I'm imagining those light up as well. Yes, they do. Nice. What else? Here at the back, we're not done yet. We have fire extinguisher, just everything that makes it more real, you know. They are aesthetics, but they add to the immersion. Ladders, even this one, painted back bar, you can add lights in there and whatnot. Chassis covers are also available. Not a huge fan of these normally, but that one actually looks kind of sleek. Can change the color of the fuel tanks. That black one actually looks sleek, huh? This one painted in stock version. So there are not a lot of options, but all of them, at least all of the parts, have stock and painted options. Chocks. And that's the biggest thing to me. Looking good right there. Yes. Pretty sleek. So very customizable, and once the paint jobs start coming in, it's going to be even better. Oh, and of course the sun visor. Oh yes, I almost forgot to show this one. What I really like is there's one which comes with a light box, and especially this one. First time I saw this, I think. There's a light box and it comes built in with beacons which work. Very nice. That's the one I chose actually. Yeah, but quite interesting design there. Cool. Inside, nothing fancy, but we do have an option for a GPS system here outside, and then this one, because that's so small, it's not practical for a GPS. You can keep that by default. That's a radio. You can keep that as a radio instead. Quite nice. Everything good. Now, it doesn't have compatibility yet with Sizzle's accessories, I think, by the looks of it. But it does have compatibility with most of the Steam inventory items. So that's good at least. Yeah, here the DLC and the Steam inventory items are working. Maybe there's a separate patch for the DLC compatibility that I missed. I'm not sure, but you guys let me know if ever, okay? Anyway, nothing too fancy in there. Oh, there's the air conditioning system. That's actually very nice, huh? Cool. And from what I've seen in the forums, the SCS forums, Gloover is not done yet. He's improving the interior even more, customizing it even more. Right, so with that, let's get on the road and test drive this thing. Kriechbaum sounds, as I mentioned. Not too shabby, eh? Not too shabby. I'll take that. Oh, let's see. The beacons work? Yes, they do. Cool. Okay. Alright, so where are we off to? I'm in manual. Okay. That's fine. I can stay in manual for a bit of excitement. Mirrors look good. I'm not sure if I have the True Mirror FOV mod enabled here, or if the mirrors really just look like that. I think I don't have it enabled. So they're quite nice. They're not too wide. You can actually see through them and gauge distances well enough with them. Let's turn on the lights here. We are actually in Lisbon. Made it my new home base because of that beautiful bridge. Very nice there. At the back we have our own trailer with the best community ever paint job. Thank you guys, by the way, for joining the convoy we had last Friday, 28th of May. Had loads of fun. I think we reached up to 11 people in the convoy. And just traveled all throughout, from Spain to England, made our way as north as possible. I'm not sure if we reached Scotland. Might be. But in any case, I had loads of fun. Thank you for joining me there. Looking forward to the next one. Looking forward to having you guys with me on the official convoy when that gets released. The official convoy from SCS. We'll see. We'll organize that when the mods are compatible, so we can have this truck and others as well, all part of the game and in multiplayer. Looking good. I love those indicator sounds. Very clicky. It's been a while since I've driven an MAN truck. Quite nice. And of course that blends very well with Z-Mod's air suspension, air seat sounds. Stay in the inner lane here. So this is a short drive, around 200 kilometers I think, if I remember correctly. Nothing fancy, but it should give us a nice feel of this truck, how the sounds merge with it and everything else, the physics and everything. Because there are cases when the truck mods are done, they look great, but when you drive them they just kind of feel off and it's hard to explain. Here, thankfully, so far everything seems sturdy. You can feel both axles on the ground evenly, and the steering force feedback is well, I don't find anything wrong with it at all. Nice. There we go, 80 kilometers. Let's cruise control that thing. Beautiful. Let's have a look outside. Best community ever, paint job. So I told the guys about it, but I'll tell it again here because some people might want that paint job. Best community ever paint job. Apparently it's an ongoing event that has no expiration date. So if you haven't heard of it, you can get your own paint job like that, best community ever. Both the truck and the trailer have their own paint job. All the SCS default trucks have it compatible. And the only thing you need to do is to do a job in the world of trucks. So in the external cargo, external market, right? External job. Take one that's more than at least 500 kilometers if I remember correctly. And that's it. Once you finish it, wait a couple of minutes, that's key. Wait a couple of minutes or hours, and then go to your World of Trucks page and claim it. Don't look for it immediately because that's my mistake. I did the job, I thought the event wasn't working anymore. I thought it had a deadline and I bypassed it. Is this the bridge I'm looking for? Maybe, I'm not sure, but I'll take it anyway because it looks fantastic from this angle. 70 here, okay. Looking good. Oh yeah, this is the bridge, guys. I'm sure you guys will let me know which bridge you call it. There's even a viewpoint right there below if I remember correctly. I think the name of the bridge is a date. At least that's what the viewpoint was saying. Something April. Oh, there's even a train there. Quite nice. This is why I made this my home base. And how can you resist that view, right? Oh, I should be on the rightmost lane. My bad. But yes, once you finish the job, wait a couple of minutes or hours and then look at it in the World of Trucks site and you should be able to claim it. My mistake was right after I finished, I looked at it and I couldn't find it and I thought it wasn't working anymore. So I went ahead and bought this because you can buy it now. How it works is these things, even that Viking for example, these are all Steam inventory items. And basically when you have that item, it unlocks the DLC for you, the accessory, the paint job and whatnot. So you can buy the items from other people because Steam has its own marketplace. You can buy it, you can sell it, and then once you have it in your inventory, then you have access to it. So because I really wanted to have that paint job for the convoy, I went ahead and bought it. It's like around, I don't know, 20 cents, 20 USD, 20 cents in 20 US cents, call it. But yes, not expensive at all, but it sucks because after a few hours I checked the World of Trucks site and my reward was there. so I didn't need to purchase it after all, and that's just a waste of money. Could have just waited. So just do it and wait, and it will get unlocked for you. Also, one more note is it's different. ETS2 paint jobs will be separate from the ATS paint jobs. Right? So you have to do one job each, because that's my main problem. I only did a job in ATS, and I assumed that I would get the paint job for both games. But apparently you only unlock the paint job for whichever game you've done the job in. So if it's ATS, then it's ATS only. So you have to do one for both. Did you notice that big stutter? Yeah, I'm still having stutters in the cargo market. Whenever I have my own trailer, I still get much more stutters. A lot of people have been reporting this, but strangely enough, from the reports, it doesn't seem like it's present when you're in vanilla. In some cases, Pro mods is causing it, but I'm not so sure. It might be other mods as well. I might start tweaking it, because I think there's more to it than just Pro mods being the culprit. I think it's the combination of different mods. It might be the different trailer mods or cargo mods, but I think it's something related to the cargo market refreshing, causing stutters. So we'll see. Thankfully today it's not that bad. I think we only had one major stutter a while back there. Not that intrusive. Yeah, our guy seems to agree. Victor the Viking. I just named that guy. Looking pretty cool though. Oh, and one more thing. Did you guys see that Austria premiere? Pro Mods had a premiere video yesterday. It should be available on the channel now, hopefully. But they had a premiere to showcase to preview the upcoming new areas in Pro Mods, or one of them at least. And it looks pretty good, my goodness. If you guys have been in the channel for quite some time, you'll know that I have a mix of truck sim and flight sim videos releasing. And in flight sim, I've been spending most of my time these past couple of weeks in Austria, because the mountains, the Alps, the views in Austria are just breathtaking, and I haven't had enough yet. So I was really happy when I saw that Pro Mods, in particular I think it was Fisher doing all that hard work. He was working on Austria, a specific part. I think that one was from, I forget, Munich to, I think from Germany to Slovenia, passing through Austria, something like that. And it looked so good, my goodness. It reminded me a bit of Colorado in terms of quality, because everything, it was just so green, so lush, and you see mountains all over. And I think Fisher made it great so far from what I've seen initially. I think he was able to work around the distance limitations, the draw distance limitations. That's one of the major sicknesses when it comes to mountains, right? Because mountains are visible from so far away, but the graphics engine is a bit limited in that regard. So oftentimes you'll see mountains popping up from a distance if the map maker did not plan that well enough in advance. There are workarounds that can be done to a point, but it's, I think, partly that workaround and partly the actual map making process, like hiding that view from the user, the driver, like covering it with trees so that that mountain won't just pop up magically. So, you know, there are several ways to mitigate that, and so far from what I've seen, it looks very good. So looking forward to driving in those new areas in Pro Mods when it releases. Now when it releases, oh, you guys should know it by now. We don't ask about release dates when it comes to mods, right? We don't ask, it's just coming. We know something is coming, we know something is being done, but If you've been in the modding community long enough, you know that's like the mortal sin, asking the release date in any mod there is. So don't ask for release dates, guys. Just be happy that something is coming. And the good thing is, whenever there is something, some news to be shared, when they have a release date, when they have an estimate, they will tell us. But asking for a release date, that doesn't really lead to any meaningful answers. It only frustrates and puts pressure on the modders. So remember that, guys. That is a mortal sin, okay? Never ask for release dates. Just be happy that something is being worked on. Especially when it's free. When it's paid, then maybe there's a bit more accountability to the mod author, right? Because it's paid and people are paying for it or have paid for it, so that might be a bit more questionable. But especially when it's free, no, just it will be there when it's there. It's not a pro mods only thing. It's with all mods. Oop, sorry. Yeah, still getting stutters. I'll start removing some mods and see if we can get to the root of that. I might remove the container mod from our Nook. Not sure if that's contributing to the stutters, but just to be on the safe side, I'll lessen the types of cargo that can be loaded in. That might be causing it. I think I also have like a coffee cargo pack, and it's nothing but some trailer paint jobs and additional cargo options like coffee makers, coffee beans that you can haul around. But it might also be contributing, so whenever you get problems with mods, stutters, crashes and whatnot, start with cleaning out the mods, because more often than not those are the combination or just the mod itself is not optimized. Oh, that's nice. This company we're delivering to, is it that one? The logo, Gloover, is actually perfect for our color scheme. The green and red, and even the shade is similar. Wow, fancy that, huh? Nice, I like it. Alright, so where are we going here? There it is. Oh, I hate that. Might be... no, it's not a blindside reverse. Okay, good. Awesome. So how this truck compares with Madster's truck, I'm not sure. I don't have Madster's. Because Madster has gone to payware for quite some time, and I haven't had the chance to check it out yet. But you guys let me know in the comments, okay? I've heard people say Madster's is still better, and that's perfectly fine. That makes sense. It is payware after all, so I imagine there would be more features in there. But hopefully I get to try that eventually. I'll see. Maybe even a 2021 variant, if that gets released ever. What the heck is up with that gate? Ah, okay, because I get close to it. I see. Engine sound is pretty nice from outside here. Very refined but still bassy. Very Kriechbaum. Okay, let's see if we can make that turn ever so slowly like this. Surely you're not hitting anything on the right side. Yeah, looks good. Okay, oh, it's too sharp. There you go. And turn again. Easy does it. Right side, very good. A bit off on the side there. Hope I don't hit that guy on the right. But maybe it will work. Maybe it's good enough. There you go. Kind of forgot that I was driving a manual. Actually let go of the clutch fully. And didn't step on it again. Alright. Looking good. No animations and whatnot. Nothing fancy, but looks sleek. And lots of nice customization options. I like it. A very stable looking truck. Dang it. They should really make a single button for that unloading. Whether it's an own trailer or a borrowed trailer. Come on, give that out. There you go. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed that, and let me know in the comments if you get a chance to try it out yourself. Find some other stuff. Looking forward to your comments, and don't comment about the parking. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Catch you in the next one. If you have any mod that you're looking for, mods, this link in the video description is a good place to start. Thanks, Clumsy Trucking. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.